All right, you guys see my homepage here? This is my sandbox. So at some point, I'm going to make it look really pretty and not just every random thing that I want to post in here to see if it works. But this is what we have right now. The cool part about this new feature is that you can access the video or audio option in any of the text editors on myNeosho. So anywhere you're going to be putting text on your course, you will have access to those buttons. The most common one is going to be in your blog, your news feature. So when you go into, when we go into add a new post, you get your text editor. This is a text editor right here. These two little buttons are our new features. We have record video and record audio. It is as simple as that. You click on it, this box will pop up. It is very basic. Literally start recording, it gives you a 5-second countdown. So you can kind of get your face situated, lean this way, lean that way, probably start smiling. So that way the image that they see isn't like grumpy trying to figure out what's going on here. But start recording, get 5 seconds before it starts recording. It gives you the countdown and everything. And then it has the stop recording, and then it gives you a play button. So you can review what you've recorded. If you don't like it, you can click cancel, or you can just click start recording again. It will prompt you, say, are you sure you want to record over that? You've already recorded something. And if you click cancel, you would just click the video camera again, and it would give you this box, and you can start over. Like we said before, you have 5 minutes. The time limit is 5 minutes. This isn't necessarily for lectures or anything like that. This is more just a communication piece, directions, feedback, interaction. So keeping them short and sweet, and they're very basic. You don't have any editing options. It is whatever you record, that's what you get. Okay. Any questions about this little pop-up? No? Trying to make sure I can see everyone. All right. So once you're done and you know that you like it, you reviewed it, you recreated it, you reviewed it again, you can click insert, and then it will put it in this little text editor. I am going to go back out to my original here so you guys can see what it actually looks like in the text editor. So you can't actually see your video here. It is just a box with a little play button. So once you've inserted, the only way you're going to be able to see it again is if you click preview or save. So that's why you want to make sure you preview it a couple times before you actually click insert. Make sure that is exactly what you want before you click insert. Okay. Any questions about that? So let's say you have multiple announcements that you want to put out there and you don't want it to be all in one video. You can add more than one video, audio, and you can put text in one post. So if I wanted to now add a second video, you would just come back up here and it's going to tell me I can't because I'm on video right now, but it would give you your box again to record another video. So if you do have, step 1, do this, step 2, do that, you can do it in 2 videos. You don't have to do it in 1. And you can also type in these text boxes just like you normally would. Everything that you normally do in a text editor, you can still do those things. Then you can preview it. And save. And then it will be posted in the blog or news right on your homepage or wherever you have that located. Okay. So before I go too far, I have noticed that different browsers have different options. So the first thing I noticed with having a docking station, I have a laptop that has its own webcam, and then I have my webcam that's hooked to my docking station. And when I first started using it, I use Chrome for everything. Chrome is my favorite browser. Well, Chrome didn't allow me to choose which webcam I was using, and it was wanting to auto detect my laptop. So it was telling me you can't see anything. So I honestly thought, well, this is terrible. You can't choose which webcam you want to use. So this is going to be hard for me because I'm on my docking station most of the time. Then I went to Firefox, and when I clicked on the video option, it let me choose which webcam. It detected both of my webcams and it let me choose. And there might be a way somewhere in Chrome to change whether or not you can choose which webcam, but Garrett and I could not figure it out. So if the IT can't figure it out, then maybe you really can't do it. So if you're wanting to use a different webcam than what's like, if you have a docking station like me, or if you have two webcams or two different microphones, Firefox is going to be your route because you'll be able to choose which microphone or which webcam. Does anybody have any questions about that? No? Okay. The next important piece about browsers, in Chrome, I do not have the option to save. The second I record and post my video in Chrome, there's nothing else I can do with it as far as putting it on my computer. And in Chrome, another thing I didn't realize until today, I didn't think you could do it at all. But then I went to Firefox, and in Firefox, you do have the option, if I can get over there, to save the video. So this is something that we need to be aware about as far as if we're using it for student interaction, student-student interaction, or students are posting that other students can see, they can save those videos. So at first I was excited because, you know, it was really secure, but if someone wants to save a video, they're going to save it. They're smart. They're going to figure it out. But we have those guidelines. We have those policies in effect that whatever you have in a class is supposed to stay there. So we just have to trust that. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew, for your own personal reasons, that you can save a video. If you like a video you've posted and you want to save it to your computer, you can do that in Firefox. But you also have to be aware and explain to your students that it's not something they should be doing. It's just like saving something that they shouldn't be sharing with other people that are not in the class. Any questions about that?
Maggie, I want to pause just a second.
Sure.
I feel like I'm checking my memory, I think with Kevin and Pam and Steve, but didn't we just recently discuss videos in SLD? Kevin, do you want to, I'm not sure we made any language changes, but we had some discussion. Do you want to talk about that just a second?
Yeah, it was just a question that came up in the faculty meeting, and then that we discussed further in SLD about students recording classes or sharing videos from classes that might violate somebody's privacy. Mm-hmm. The example was instructor who was Zooming their class, and a student zoomed in from a deer stand, and another student recorded that and shared it out on Facebook saying, ha ha ha, how funny. But you know, that the student thought that was funny too, but I guess there could be a situation where it wouldn't be funny to the student and could violate their privacy. So that's the discussion we had anyway.
And remind me if something like that were to happen and it was not a funny situation, that would work through the student conduct.
Yeah, I think that's the determination we made in SLD, that it would go over to the Dean of Students to deal with it as disruptive behavior.
So again, Maggie mentioned it's just important for everyone to realize that students might have this option to save the video and then might do something inappropriate with it. But it's not anything new or unique to this particular situation. We have that in Zoom, we have that other places. So I just wanted to elaborate a little bit on that.
Yes, thank you. I remember hearing about it in the faculty meeting. I just could not remember whatever came out of it. So yeah, I mean, it's an awesome feature. It's just like Zoom, you know, we just have to make sure we're communicating with our students and how they should be using it, making sure it's appropriate. As far as saving goes or using your video somewhere else besides this one destination. So an example, really like this introduction video I just made. I want to use it in my other courses without having to make a new one. That's totally not what I recommend. I recommend making it personal for every course, but this is just an example, okay? You can go into that text editor. So let's make it a different example. Let's say it is assignment directions that you want to share in another course or another assignment. And let me get in here if it's going to let me. I'm clicking all over the place and not clicking where I want to click. Oh, it's because I'm the student. In this one.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening?
Chrome.
Something's not working. Okay. You go into your text editor, and we have this little embed source code section, and you can copy everything and take it to another text editor and go to the source code and paste it in the source code, save it, and your video is now in that assignment or news blog, whatever section you wanted to put it in. A lot of the fears that came to me were like, I'm going to record this 2-minute directions sequence and then it's going to only be in this one place. And this was again when I thought you couldn't save the video anyway. But this would even be better than saving it to your computer and then uploading it, because I honestly don't know that we would be able to do that because I don't know how big of a file we can put in myNeosho. So this piece takes the saving to your computer away, and you can just take the source code and put it in a completely different text editor, and then your video and content would display in your text editor. So let's say I didn't want this piece that came over with that source code, I would just then delete it. Oops, let's just undo that. I would just delete the text part or whatever I don't want in the part that I shared into the next assignment or whatever. But it took my video without me having to save it on my computer and then upload it. So again, that's right here in this source code area. Just a copy and paste. Copy, so Control C, or you can right click now. Right click is back. If right click is not back for you, you need to clear your cache. That's my favorite phrase this semester is clear your cache. So if you're having any problems with myNeosho, clear your cache and then contact online. So right click copy, and then you can go to your next destination, open up your text editor, and right click, go into your source code, right click paste, save, and then you have your video. Okay, any questions about that?
Maggie, I
Yes.
apologize. I came in, this is Janet Mitchell. I came in late, and so how are you capturing the source code?
Sure. It's this little
No,
symbol.
I see that, but where do you, when you have your video, you have your source. How do I get my source code? Is that just like?
So this is an example. We've already recorded the video.
Yes.
And so we were just going in and grabbing the source code of the video that we've already recorded on myNeosho and putting it somewhere else. So we used the camera, the video camera symbol to record our video. And then it created a source code with the video in it.
Okay.
So that was only an example if you're wanting to take your video from one destination and put it somewhere else.
Okay.
I think my computer is, or my screen is frozen.
It's the pop-up at the top. You didn't have a headline when you clicked.
Oh, my videos are in the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Janet, just to bring you back up to speed with us, we were just talking about how once we've created, by clicking this video here, and we wanted to use it somewhere else in our course, we could take the source code, which includes that video, and put it somewhere else by pasting it in that other text editor's source code location.
Okay, I get it now. Thank you.
You're welcome. No problem. Okay, so we talked about the news or blog. Kyle has used it as like a, hey, turn in your assignment, it's due, with his audio. So he used the little microphone symbol instead of the video camera, which I think you should use the video, Kyle. Then we also can use it for directions for assignments. So if you go into coursework, go to edit any of your assignments or create a new assignment. I'm going to go into this video or audio, which is your favorite. I just created this today. I made directions with a video, audio, and text. I'm going to go be Peter Panther real quick and show you what that looks like to the students. So video or audio, what's your favorite? So since I recorded it and it's in the top portion of the directions or the description, it's going to show for them and they don't have to click into the assignment to see this. They can just click play and it'll play for them right there. They don't have to go anywhere else. This is the beauty of that. They can just listen to you, give the directions, and then they can go into the assignment. As a person that doesn't like to read a bunch of words, this would have been awesome when I was in college. I would have loved to have listened to my instructor give me directions or see my instructor. So this brings a really awesome personal piece, especially if you're online only. It lets them know that you're human. I like to say that a lot to my online students. I am human, I'm not just a computer. And this will help bring that to light. You also have your, let me turn that down. You're not sure. Audio piece. You can just do audio, just like Kyle was saying, and it can be in that. This is all in the same text editor, just like I was saying. And then your text. Then the student can go in. So before I move on to like how I want this to work, does anybody have any questions about this being like the instructions or the descriptions of an assignment? No? Okay. I'm going to skip over in my PowerPoint. I have feedback, but I'm going to go ahead and skip into the interaction piece and talk about the student-instructor interaction and how you can use it as an assignment. And it's going to only be between the instructor and the student, and makes it a little bit more personal, or if they have an assignment that they have to show you they're doing something, or just one-on-one, this is what I would use. It's a basic assignment. You create it just like you do any other basic assignment, like a reading assignment, anything like that. Those assignments come with the add comment piece. And I would make this let's say, for my example, it says video or audio, which is your favorite? Then the student goes in, they choose add a comment. They get that same editor, text editor option where they can do video, audio, or text. They can come in, they can record and tell you the answer, show you whatever they need to show you. Some people are using phones, so they can record whatever they need to with their phone and post the comment. Then, as the instructor, so this is the student, this is Peter Panther's, see little Peter Panther's picture here. That's their post, that's their comment. Go back to the instructor side. You can see we have the comment just like you would any other time. See that it's next to Peter Panther. Go into Peter Panther. Okay, here's his assignment. He's turned it in. He's made his decision on what he likes. And you can grade it right here. The only person that sees this is you and the student. This doesn't even have to be an upload assignment, which makes it even better. They literally click on the assignment, go to comment, record it, post it, go straight to the instructor. Then the instructor can reply with the feedback comment and have that same interaction, same option with the video or audio. And it would just be a line of communication back and forth, just between the instructor and the student.
The student could record video back to you as well?
Mm-hmm. Yep, this is the student. This is Peter Panther, yep.
Okay.
So I was trying to come up with a way. I had a few people approach me about forums and making it to where it's just a personal between the student and the instructor, so no one else sees it. And yes, there are those options, but this makes it less clicks. If it's just going to be between the instructor and the student for everyone, this would be the route I would go instead of trying to make it into a forum. Does that mean it has to be done that way? No, this is just an option I found while I was messing around clicking on things. But yes, so the student can record to the instructor. You can see that little comment section or comment symbol when you go into coursework. Oops, I didn't mean to click on that. So you know which ones to grade, because nobody's going to want to go through and click and see who has comments. So this is awesome. It's like it was built for this. So you can go in and make sure you can go in and watch their videos, grade them right there in one spot, reply to them in one spot. And since it's a feedback, they will get a notification that you have given them feedback. It will give them that link and it will send them directly to this assignment, to your reply. It will not show you the video, show them the video, but it will bring them right to this assignment. Again, that's a basic assignment instead of an upload. At first I was doing upload and it was adding more chaos. Any questions about that little piece? No? Okay. So that was that included the feedback on assignments. So any of your assignments, you have the little add feedback where you normally type in something, how you did, what you could work on, all that. Well, now you can do video or audio. Sometimes I think that would be really nice. Even if it's just audio, you don't have to worry about typing it up. You can just say, hey, that was great. Or, hey, let's work on not using terrible grammar every time. I think we have to say that a lot. So just an additional way to give feedback to students. All right. Student to student and student to instructor forums. So right now I'm assuming a lot of you have, if you have an online course, the introduction forum at the beginning of the semester. And I know that for CSIS 100, we do Voki, and then what was the other one, Marie? I can't even remember.
Animoto.
Yeah. Just something fun, and gets them to share about us in a fun way, or share about them and share with us in a fun way. This kind of just takes it up a notch. So in your introductions, they can, let's see, how do I want to do this? Did I do Peter's? Yes. So I created a forum, and in the directions of the forum, I recorded a video of my introduction, or you could just do it like you normally do, where you add a post as the instructor and give your introduction. You can record your video in the text editor, and then give them the option to do audio or video, or not options. Hey, you're going to make a video. If this is a communications class and they need to be learning how to speech, they need to be speaking in front of people anyway, their introductions have to be video. This is it. This is what you're doing. This is welcome to class. Your introduction is video. And it goes right into the forum, just like, let me see, just like any other text or whatever you're asking for in the forums, except now it's audio or video. And the other students can see each other and interact with each other instead of just reading each other's responses. So this just makes it a little bit more personal and lets everyone get to know each other at a different level. And it also, a lot of these students are on their phones, making videos, all that stuff already. So they might actually be more comfortable with recording themselves than typing something out. So you're going to have the nervous students that don't want to do it. And then you're going to have the students that are like, yes, I don't have to type anything. So this is just kind of one of those fun added pieces. Any questions about that?
Maggie, are you aware of any way to limit to a certain way, like to where it only lets them submit video?
I don't think so.
Or you just have to put that in the instructions?
Yeah, I would just make it very clear instead of I have this little, let me bring it up. If you needed a screenshot or whatever, you make your own screenshots, I would just be like, this is the only one you get to click. And just be clear about it, because I don't think, because it's text editor across myNeosho altogether, so I don't think there's any way to restrict it. But it's a good thought. Give an idea to Jinzabar, hey, let's make this happen. Not only do you need to be sending it in an email, but now you need to be able to, we need to, on assignments, say yes or no on video or audio. Okay, I got that in there. Any other questions? No?
Is there a limit on how long the video or audio can be? I mean,
Yes.
Obviously, I don't want an hour-long video or anything,
Right.
but we would want to let them know.
So across the board still, it's 5 minutes is the longest video or audio you can do. So this isn't going to be for lectures or anything like that. It's just little videos. Yep. Anything else?
This is, I know the first generation of this tool, but is there any way to do a transcript or captions in the videos?
No, not yet. That is something I am going to submit to the ideas. But what I'm recommending, and I have it on my PowerPoint too, if you're giving directions, if it's an assignment direction, even if you're doing audio or video, go ahead and do a typed out
Right.
as well, just to cover the ADA
Right.
aspect of it. Yeah, very good question. Let's see. We have stuff in the chat. Oh, okay.
There's nothing in the chat. I'm monitoring for you.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I've gone over different, how you use it, first of all, different places you can use it, different ways you can use it. Does anybody have anything that you thought of that it sparked, like, I can use this for this? Has anybody come up with that? I would love to know different ways to investigate, or any of these, do any of these things that I talked about bring like fears that I should be looking into as well? I would love to know, because this is brand new to me, just like it's brand new to you guys. This first I've played with it is this year. So I'm going to be coming, like even today I found new things just building this training. So if you guys get in there and you start playing around and you're like, this is awesome, or yikes, this is not going to work, I would love to know your feedback.
Well,
And-
I don't have.
I don't have any new thoughts, or I mean, I'm excited for it. I think it's awesome. I'm so glad you found it. My, I guess, hope would be how to use it in a forum setting for really back and forth discussion, among the whole group. You set up a forum so that students have to interact with the material and then with each other. And so like when I traditionally do a forum, I make it a post first, so they have to post their information and then they have to reply to two people. But I think we lose students in online sometimes who are more visual auditory, but how to make it not so overwhelming that they don't know where to start or where to go. Does that make any sense at all?
Sure.
I mean, I guess for me, I guess I just have to play with it. I would rather you just told me do da 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 da, and this will work great in your class. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, forums is actually the first thing that got me excited about it, because in my previous online courses that I teach and taught, I have always done video reflections in my online forums, and they've always had to save to the computer, save to YouTube, and then add the link or embed the link, and it's just a lot of steps and I lose a lot of students. But I loved that piece because I got to see my students. And so when this came, I was just like, what? This is awesome. The students will do it because they don't have to go anywhere. They don't have to download and then upload and then upload and then save the link and all that. So forums is where I got excited. It is going to be, if you want to use it, is going to be game changer for the students, because it's just like putting text in the forum. So you do your assignment, you say, this is what you need to do, A, B, and C, and reply to people, to their responses. Your initial post needs to be a video. Your replies can be text. That's it. They are going to open their forum the same way that they did before. Let me make sure I'm a student right now. I'm going to go to my coursework. I'm going to go through it this way. So this is my introduction forum. Okay, I did my instructions as an instructor, and is it going to let me? Yes. Oh, I guess I could have gone it. I'm clearly not a student in a forum often. I'm usually the instructor, so I'm learning these things too. So when I was testing this, I set it up for post first, then reply. Then you can post or see everyone else's. So I had to post, Peter Panther had to post first. And then I was able to see all of the other posts. So that part works too, even if it's just an audio or video. And this is exactly where they would have seen their text that they put in. They can reply, and it gives them the same, get in here. It gives them the same text box or text editor that they usually had, but now it has the video and audio. So if you do want them to do a video response or a video reply, they can. It is literally just rewording what you require them to do for their forums. Everything else is done the same. It's just whether or not they're putting text in this text editor or they're recording a video. Everything is in the same place. Does that kind of help?
Yeah, I just think it's awesome.
It is.
I'm glad you found it.
I'm so excited. I was very, very excited when I saw it because for me, I think it would be a lot easier as a student to just record myself or record audio instead of typing a bunch of stuff out. So,
Maggie, I want to add a thought. A lot of times with our text-based discussions, you know, you lose voice inflection. If you're doing a video, you can actually see facial expressions during that time. So I feel like, particularly in the discussions, this will just add that that breadth of broader cues, I guess, and lessen the chance for people to be misunderstood or to misinterpret what someone's saying because they don't have any context with just the text-based discussion. So more like being in the physical face-to-face classroom, I think. And
yes.
I was going to say too that I find myself often thinking when I'm reading a forum that this sounds like the way they would talk. And a lot of my rubrics, I have something about grammar, and sometimes I'll lose points because of something related to that. So I feel like this would help almost with that, just giving them the ability to speak the way they would normally speak.
Yeah, definitely.
And I might add, the students can't edit each other's posts and snag the video HTML tag and post it as their own. Sometimes students are pretty, I don't know, I don't know what the right word is that I'm searching for, but they're pretty bold, I guess, when they steal their classmates' work and post it as their own, but they can't do that with the video.
Right. Like this is reading quite familiar to about 2 posts ago. You won't have that if you're requiring video. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Okay, anything else? I love this. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for coming.